Maybe one more type of breath work that we can do. And this is probably the easiest one. Okay, I call it the detached observation of the breath. Okay, so this one, I just sit. Okay, I can imagine I just come in and it's time to practice my yoga. So I sit down and all I do is just start to notice what my breath is like. Okay, you might close your eyes, you might sit nice and tall and just notice your breath. Notice the feeling of it as it comes into the body. Notice where that inhale goes in your body. As you take that breath in, notice where you start to feel some expansiveness that comes with that inhale. Okay, so maybe just taking a few breaths, just focusing on that side of the breath, just focusing on the inhale. Notice how it feels. Okay, I like to practice this, as I said, a detached observation. So I imagine myself just sitting beside myself and just watching it and just noticing exactly what's happening. Not worrying about what it actually is, not feeling like I have to change it, but just watching it. Okay, and then maybe take a few rounds of breath. Notice what the exhale is like. Notice if, as you exhale, you're not actually releasing the full breath from your body. Maybe you stop it short. As you exhale, maybe noticing if it's kind of choppy, or maybe it's nice and smooth. Just noticing the qualities of the breath. Okay, and so from that detached observation of the breath, I get more familiar with the breath. And then from there, I can make the little adjustments I might want to make. So I might come back to the inhale, and I might decide to make the breath a bit more full. Right? I might take an inhale and very intentionally start to make it feel more expansive. Okay? Maybe drawing it further down, trying to expand the belly with the breath. Maybe you start to feel the rib cage open up a little bit. Maybe you can feel it in your lower back. Okay? And then on the exhale, making sure that you give yourself enough time and enough space for that exhale to happen completely. Okay? Let that breath taper all the way out. You just, as if you could watch the breath and you see it just diminishing, getting smaller, 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 until it arrives at that point of stillness at the very end of the exhale. Okay, and if everything feels comfortable, when you find that little still point at the very end of the exhale, maybe you just decide to rest in that just for a moment, or just for however long it lasts. We're not holding the breath. We don't want to be struggling with the breath. You never want to struggle with the breath. Okay? You're just giving it these little guidelines of shape. Okay? So if you do find a little pause at the end of your exhale, maybe you just rest there for a moment. Let everything be still. And if you're paying attention, your body's going to give you a signal when it's time to take that next inhale. And when it does, you just follow that. And you find yourself move into that next round of breath. Okay? And this simple breath practice, you can just sit with this and just observe it, just staying curious, just staying open to the movement of your breathing.